wife and I have been farming in the area for just over 50 years now, and we've been involved with the community in quite a lot of ways. We brought up our 5 sons here, and I've always been very keen on growing vegetables, and we've always had a veggie garden of our own. And the idea came that what we really needed in this place was a community allotment, because there aren't any single allotments really in the parish for the public. So that anybody who wants to have an allotment here has to go all the way down to Horsham. They mostly go to Arran Way. And so I thought about it a lot, and then I made some notes and talked to people, and then I suddenly thought, Angus has just given up the architectural plants nursery. It's been moved over to Brinsbury. Wouldn't that be the most amazing site, because it's got glass houses and land outside, so it's a win-win, because it's a very rare commodity to have glass houses nowadays. So I plucked up courage and went to see Angus, and he said, yes, what a good idea. And it's grown from there, and that's how it began. And of course he's been amazingly supportive. But what we want to do now is expand it so that we attract more and more people. It's not quite ready for the planting outside, as you can see yet. We've got to run a plough through and do some rotobating and prepare the land and put some compost on. We've been given the most amazing amounts of compost very generously. So that's it. And clearing this and putting topsoil in was the first step. Well, Angus and his daughter Sally are very much involved. They've been right from the beginning amazingly supportive. I mean, I can tell you that Angus has been up on this roof of this glass house cleaning it and clearing out all the gutters, because all the valleys were filled with leaves and old moss and muck really. So you can see what a wonderful job he's done on this. And this had to be cleared and weeded, and then we brought in the topsoil in lumps with a tractor and a loader, and they raked it, as they are doing now, ready for planting. But the people who are involved are Angus and Sally, and then the Van der Westhusens, who are Mike and his wife Wendy and their daughter, and Peter Finnan, who is our treasurer. He lives in just opposite the Black Horse. So they're all very local and very enthusiastic, and we couldn't ask for more for a starting team. It's been a fantastic core initial starting team. They've been amazing.
I'm Angus White, and I own this bit of Nuthurst. We used to have a nursery here called Architectural Plants, and Jonathan approached me and said, how about creating a community allotment here? And I thought that was a very good idea, because I wasn't really sure what I was going to do with the site. And seemed to have thrown myself into it wholeheartedly, thoroughly enjoying it. I have a lady, Susie Powell, who deserves a mention. She actually lives in North Wales. She used to work at the nursery many, many years ago. And she is persuading all kinds of people to give us stuff. Soil, fencing material, compost, tools. People have been unbelievably generous, and we will have a roll of honour at the entrance with a lovely sign explaining all the nice, generous people and companies who've given us stuff. So we haven't got any money, so we're completely relying on these nice people to give us stuff.
So I'm Sally, and I'm involved in the allotment by doing all the social media, and I have put together a website, which was the kind of initial thing we thought to get things going, and it was a good place to put our email address, like ways to get in touch with us, a few ideas like why we're starting this whole project, and a sort of good way to draw people in with some nice photos of fruit and veg. We've got Instagram, which is really good for, well, it will be good when we have colourful fruit and veg plucking out of the ground. So we've started Instagram. We're going to get Facebook going. Well, we've got quite big plans basically. Apart from having a little coffee shop which produces a few biscuits and coffees and teas and stuff, we want to expand that into a big cafe, using all the leftover fruit and veg that people don't take home in their veg boxes every week. And we can make, with the excess of everything, we can make our own chutneys and sell chutneys and jams, create soups and salads that people can come and, eat on the premises. That would get a little bit more money flowing into the allotment as well, so we can keep expanding it. We're also talking about keeping some chickens and bees on the premises, which we might need a little help with the beehive section of that. But yeah, we could produce our own honey, and if everyone could sort of share with looking after the chickens and then take home eggs every week, that would be amazing as well. Well, we may as well get a couple of goats while we're at it.
Hi, I'm Pete Finan, and I've just become involved with the community allotment project. I live in the village, and I'm not the world's best gardener, so I was really interested in joining the project to learn a little bit more about growing my own vegetables.
We live across the road in the rectory, and we heard about this allotment through the Link magazine, and we emailed Jonathan, who got back to us. So hopefully we can get a beautiful allotment going and more people will get involved, and we can get the children involved as well.
Our work so far in the allotment has been telling Angus where to put soil and then raking it around, and that's pretty much it so far. Yeah, we get together reasonably often to get a group together on a Saturday, for example, to move soil around, to prepare the flower beds. Naturally, as we move into springtime, we're going to see a different type of work. But at the moment, it's really just a group of people moving soil around, getting everything prepared.
I think with the weather, once it gets warmer, probably start in March, if we've had enough time to prep everything and get some more things going outside as well.
Yeah, probably mid-March.
Yeah, hopefully. We want to grow pretty much everything. In this section, we're going to be doing different rotations of vegetables. Hopefully at some stage, the section on the other side, we will get in some fruit. And then outside...
Were we planning a section for the school
The school as well, yes. The school's going to have their own section as well.
Yeah.
So hopefully when the school gets their gardening club coming along, they'll be coming in the afternoons as well. So, yeah.
What have we got seeded at the moment?
At the moment, at home, what we've got to bring across, we've got some aubergine, we've got some leeks and onions and tomatoes, broad beans, loads and loads of seeds, so we're just going to get it going.
Oh, we're chitting some potatoes
Yes,
as well.
some Charlotte potatoes, yeah. So hopefully they can all go in soon.
And we should be getting quite a lot of organic seed in soon as well.
Yeah.
So that'll be pretty much just in time for us to start planting in March.
Well, the community can get involved by joining the Nuthurst Allotment, the Community Allotment Club, which is a club which has been formed and which is going to shortly open a bank account. And for their modest annual fee, they get the opportunity of coming here, growing as a community, salads in the greenhouse, and fruit in this greenhouse, and vegetables outside, and they'll hope to be able to take home a vegetable box, or a fruit box, or a box of produce. Not only that, but this area is probably going to be used as a cafe, so there'll be hot drinks available, soups and sandwiches in due course, and they'll be able to take advantage of that as well. And what we really want is children to be involved as well. And the school, under the head teacher, Nathan Golding, are very keen to become involved. And they're going to be given a lot of a certain small patch, which will be their own, to teach them, where their food's coming from and how to grow nutritious food and eat it. And that's the great thing, is the eating of it. So we're going to hope to get together in the autumn and have a big party where all the members will be able to join in and have a really lovely lunch or dinner. It's a community thing. We want more and more people and more people to play a part and have ideas and bring excitement to it. This is not a one-man band or a two-man band. This is going to be a proper community thing where everybody will have a say in what we do.
So we are standing in what formerly was known as the cathedral, probably still is called the cathedral because it's very, very tall and useful. On that side, where I'm pointing, used to be where we did all our propagation years ago, and we're clearing everything out. We will rotivate the soil in there, we'll add something nice, and that's going to be for the fruit. And because we're growing fruit under cover, it means there are certain exotics that we can grow under there that would survive outside but the fruit would never ripen. Pomegranates, persimmons, loquats, known as nespolo some places, oranges, grapefruits, kiwi fruit, and probably a few other things that I can't think of right now. So they're going to go in what will, I hope, become known as the fruit house. And in that direction, we've already done that. We've created all these raised beds with 80 tons of beautiful topsoil, which has been donated by 1 or 2 local companies. And that will just be for early and extending the growing period. So tomatoes, aubergines, cucumbers, and Jonathan is the expert on this. What other?
Again, we have chilies, peppers, and again, what people want to grow, because people are prepared to bring seed here and grow the stuff, then they should reap the reward of it. We'll all share in and have fun.
The main area is outside, and we are waiting for the splendid Charlie Brown to come along with his digger to finish removing all the concrete in the ground, and so it's ready for ploughing. We've actually bought a little plough to go on the back of our little tiny tractor, which is a bit of a toy, but I think it'll do the job. We actually have half an acre that we are going to plough, rotivate, and add all this lovely organic stuff. Again, we've been given 7 lorry loads of this stuff by KPS in Skanes Hill. And that will be for everything else, the potatoes and the onions and the leeks and the brassicas, if you like brassicas. So that's a big area. So not only have we got to clear the ground, plough it, enrich it, we've also got to deer and rabbit proof it. And this is probably the most important thing, because there's no point growing anything out there unless you protected it from the bunny rabbit and the deer. So we're still working on finding generous people to come and put it all up. That's pretty important, I guess. That's 200 metres of fencing and about 2 metres tall. So that's sort of explained the geography.